Alright, well tonight I'm going to start pouring some plaster castings for putting on the river scene on some of the steeper walls here, around here, down here. Make a sheer rock wall in some locations. So that's I'm going to start working on. I'm probably going to need a fair amount, and I got a couple of molds here. So then after that, I'm going to work on tearing out a turnout over there, rebuilding a turnout. So that'll be another series, and that I do not anticipate that being quite as long as a series of my first turnout series. That was a little bit nuts. That was that long, but anyway, it definitely won't be 58 parts. So get started. And this mold here, I'm not going to fill these up all the way, just fill them up partially. I don't need rocks to be that huge or stick out that much in this particular scene. So up a little bit so it stays more or less level. Hopefully, hoping some of these bubbles rise to the top. I haven't quite got the hang of stirring plaster so it doesn't leave bubbles. I always think I'm not being too aggressive in my stirring, but it always, I don't know, that's what in theory you're supposed to do, is try to stir gently so you don't leave a lot of bubbles. I'm going to leave this thing thin enough so hopefully most of the bubbles will work their way to the top. I saw Scotty Mason do this in a live broadcast, and boy, he seemed to make it look all pretty darn easy. Jiggle this a little bit. That'll get some of the bubbles to rise to the top. Several batches of these rocks and just kind of turn them around and rearrange them in different positions to give some look like I got more castings on there than they actually had. Get some of the air bubbles to rise to the top. Alright, it's time to I think I'm ready to go move on to bigger and better things, namely tearing out a turnout and rebuilding it. Okay, the last time I was taping for YouTube, I had just poured these molds. This is actually a second batch. I already got the first batch out already, and this is batch number 2. I'm probably going to do 3 or 4 of them. Gonna flex the mold a little bit gently, try to get these castings out, keep them from breaking. It's not necessarily a horrible thing if they do break, because you have breaks and cracks in nature too. So right now I'm just kind of taking the castings I've made and I'm arranging them along here. trying to decide where and how I want to put rocks. I'm going to put a casting. For example, I've got more of a vertical drop right here, so I think I'm going to stick a casting right in there, like that, and probably have some grass or maybe some trees or smaller rocks that's kind of protruding out randomly, like that. That's what I might do. And yeah, especially over here. And nice thing about using plaster castings is that you don't necessarily need to have a whole bunch of them. You can always flip these rocks around and change positions, and I think right now the general game plan is to take all these different rocks that I've cast and glue them on with a hot glue gun, and then blend them together with backling and some more plaster Paris. I need to do a little more reading up. And the reason why I'm not doing rocks using the gardener's foam, the flower foam, is that it just doesn't, at least to me, lend itself quite as well, carving rock-like structures in it.